Hello, friends. Welcome. Squiggleopolis, our strangely named city, back for episode 3. Good to see you all here. Alright, who's in chat? I see Roy Bratton. Good to see you. Devilish Fun, Josh, Kurt, and Luca all the way up at the top at 4 o'clock. Thanks for being here. And the rest of you who have not said hi yet, feel free to do so. We don't bite. But I don't know why it's raining. I don't remember turning weather on. So we might have to take a look at our settings here real quick. I actually don't know if it even lets me turn those off. There's no toggle for weather. Really? Is it under advanced? I have clouds turned off, fog turned off, volumetrics turned off. There really isn't a toggle for weather. That is irritating. Oh well, what you gonna do? Well, at any rate, I've got live chat turned on this time, and I will attempt to not have the rain drown out all the game sounds, but we'll see what we can do. Last time we built our little college over here, we have all of 105 students attending school here. And apparently some of them are driving free candy vans to college. That's kind of concerning. But I digress. Should be a pretty relaxing, chill stream today. We expand our transit network. We're not going to spend half of it doing terraforming for trains. Don't worry. We did that last time. Where is the zoo, says Devilish Fun, 6-month beard booster. We don't have any in this game yet. We go to Parks and Recreation, we have Park Maintenance Depots, Small Park, Small Plaza, Small Playground, Dog Park, which is not technically a zoo but still has animals, Campfire Site. Large parks, we have Large City Park, Large Plaza, Large Playground, Sports Parks, none of these are zoos. Large Sports Parks, also not zoos. Tourist Attractions, also not zoos. Landmarks, also not zoos, although we do have a Botanical Garden, which is plant life. National Diet Building, which is not Japan. Not that, not that, not that, not that. We can build the Grand Hotel, but that's so enormously huge in a town of 3,700 people. I don't think that's appropriate. And then we have a bell tower and then the Fountain Plaza. But nope, no zoos to be found, so that is that's where your zoos are currently. Is this thing on? Well, it should be. If you can't control the weather or predict the weather, you take what you like. And yeah, that's how it works. I don't remember it raining. Maybe it did last time and I just, kind of pushed it out of memory, but I do not recall that being a thing. Parks and Recreation, great show. you would want Ron Swanson, wouldn't you? That is a very, very good show. That was one of my quarantine favorites. But I digress. We've got a lot of building to do. We have significant demand for medium-density residential and industrial. And we don't really have a whole lot of industrial going on. We did put some farms in over here. So I think we might want to expand the farms a little bit and get over to the other side of the freeway here, which is going to require replacing this interchange with another one whenever we get there. We have a couple of different options. I imagine one of these has... Which one was the one that had the peanut roundabout in it? Or is that not one of the default ones? That might have just been on a map that I was in. But we're going to have to probably do one of these kind of things. Or just stop having this be a highway and just have it be a regular road instead, which is kind of what it is, the main street of the town. Luke Russo, hi, how's the game running for you? It runs fine. I wish I could run it at a little bit of a higher quality setting, but it seems to be fine. I don't have an FPS counter turned on, but it is what I would consider to be tolerable. Build a dog park for my son. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can squeeze a dog park somewhere. Oh, that's actually not too big of an asset. Oh, we could put it right next to the elementary school. Or was this the high school? Yeah, that's the high school. The Bone Ash Elementary School is up here. What a name. What a name for an elementary school. Alright, so if I put a dog park right here, it's actually in the middle of a residential area too, so that makes sense. But, oh, look at all those stars. Everyone's happy about the new dog park. Oh, look at this. It's got, like, the little tunnels and stuff. That's cool. Are we going to see any dogs come in? Speed up time a little bit. I want to see dogs playing in the dog park. I hear them. I don't see them. It's fine. I'm watching at 144p again. Rest in peace to your stream quality. Started watching The Office. All-time great show. Season 1 is very dull, but it does pick up in Season 2. I think it's because they were trying to emulate the original UK version. And that in the US it doesn't really seem to have that much crossover for a mass market audience. But there's a lot of really, really good writing in, well, I guess pretty much every season of The Office, except the last one. I didn't really like that one that much. Are the dogs in the room with us right now? Well, I don't have a dog, so no, there is no dog in the room, and it appears there's no dogs in the dog park, despite there being all these wonderful toys for the dogs to play with. Look, I mean, look at this. This is thoughtfully designed. They got the little squiggle tunnel, they got the straight tunnel, tables, these little jump things, hoops to jump through, and this looks like a teeter-totter kind of deal. Well, it's 100% efficient, whatever that means. Devilish, thanks very much for the 2. Appreciate you, friend. Got 2 dogs in the room with me, says Jonathan Bear. Well, in that case, have them go to the dog park because we don't have any visitors. No dog animations as of yet. Yep, sounds about right. Maybe it adds dogs at higher specs. Well, let's take a look at my settings here then. I don't think it's really that far down. If I change this, it's going to change everything, so I'm not going to mess with that. But I don't see a dog setting. But most of these are actually set up pretty high. I don't think dogs are clouds or fog or volumetrics. Ambient occlusion, that's not dogs. Illumination quality, reflection quality, depth of field turned off. That's also not dogs. Motion blur looks like garbage if you turn it on. High quality shadows, no dogs. Yeah, 4 bones. Is that dogs? Animation quality? No, that's either medium or high. 2 or 4 bones. Okay, no. Yeah, I'm running on, like, almost max settings. How does that work? I got a 3-year-old mid-tier GPU. He would love a stream with specs set to low. No, it looks so bad. I tried to figure that out in private before we started the stream 3 weeks ago. Whenever the first time I streamed this was 2 weeks ago, it looks like absolute trash. Like if you played SimCopter for Windows 95, it looks like that. It's terrible. Really, really bad. Well, it is actually good to know that I'm playing on as high of a graphic setting as I am, it actually works this well. But I feel like I'd rather have the higher resolution. I'm not going to mess with it during stream, don't worry, because that would break, I'm sure, everything. But, yeah. Dog park, no dogs. But we tried. 32 high school students, really? Really? What about at Bone Ash Elementary School? 400, okay. Look, alright, 59.94. Look, I set it to 60. It just automatically goes to 59.94. So, whatever. It's beyond my understanding. It actually is 60, just reported incorrectly. Okay, well that's interesting. Literally unwatchable. Well, your complaint has been duly noted and ignored. Let's let's move on here. I was gonna do some more farms. But I think long-term this is going to need to be actual industry, and the farms are going to need to go somewhere else. Because this land actually slopes up pretty high over here. Can we actually build on top of the mountain? No, this is the far edge of the map, isn't it? Sure is, but man, we can buy a lot of tiles. I get the feeling we're probably going to want to stay mostly around the river. And we got to find a good place to put farms. That's not going to be downwind of nasty. So maybe maybe here could be a good place, or because that is kind of flat. But we also have to look for fertile land. And I don't remember how to get to that view. Would that be under info? I wish these had text labels. I don't know what these pictures mean. Air pollution, ground pollution, noise pollution, water pollution. Okay. By your powers combined, I am Captain Pollution. Natural resources. Oh, so this isn't even fertile land. Boo. Boo. But this is where I built the high school football stadium. Yep, sounds about right. So we could put farms somewhere else, I guess. Or up here. But this is currently not served by anything except our rail infrastructure. Could you do some land... Why did it warp me all the way back over here? Dumb. Could you do some landscaping and make a peanut about in the river? No. Aggressively not. That I don't think that would fit at all. It is funny how the water moves around the curve like this. It's like that's not exactly the most realistic flow pattern. The terrain leveling again. Yep. That's exactly why we're not doing that. I am ready for mods. They've done a lot of good stuff with this. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of the improvements they made between Cities Skylines 1 and 2 have been extremely good, and I'm glad that we have them. But I really, really miss mods. Like the Move It mod, Traffic Manager. But that being said, okay, hold on. I gotta get this out of here. The native tools for traffic stuff are a lot better than they were in the last game. Frog City. Remind me again what Frog City is. I probably have not approved that. Oh, I don't have any roads going over here. Should I put an alley back here? Probably should, yeah. Just have this go. Why is that offset by like 5 feet? No, stop that. Guess I have to come in from here. There we go. And I might put some single-family homes here, because that seems to be what everybody wants, is single-family homes right behind the elementary school, so then they can complain about the school kids are too loud at recess. It's like, all right, well, they can come play in your yard then. The water's folding. Don't bring that evil on me. we barely escaped in Timberborn. Okay, so these businesses... Oh, that one was complaining. Not enough customers. Well... We've got a lot of stuff we could be doing. Nope, that's not... I always want to think the bulldozer is for terrain leveling, because that's what you do with a bulldozer, but whatever. We're going to level some land here. Or I'm going to try to, at least. So we can expand our housing over here. The one thing this game does not do well at all that I really wish was improved was the way it handles buildings being constructed across different terrain heights. It is just abysmally bad. It looks terrible, which is very disappointing. So I guess we're going to get a lot of use out of this terrain leveling tool, for better or for worse. We got a bunch of row houses here. We have pegged a demand for everything, man. Alright, so more 2-lane roads it is. This is the full width of this little circle between, which means I think that the edge of the circle has to be here. Yes, so we'll do that. Drag that through there, and then I think if I can get this to connect correctly, there we go. It's just going to be a little bit of a, oh, this looks terrible. Alright. Marquee selection it is. Oh, now we're all blind. But since this doesn't connect here, this is going to remain... I wonder if they can actually build anything on this. Little tiny short row houses. But the rest of this... Oh, what? Why does it... Okay, that's weird. I'm going to build these like so. And then once that's underway, then put those in so that way they are perfectly straight. I love having all the backyards like this. where they all back up against each other. That looks really nice. Not enough customers is literally a bug. Oh, literally, not literally, generally. A bug right now. Tried to fix it in the latest patch, but just moved not enough customers from one building to another. That's the way she goes, man. Why is... Okay, well, I guess we just have to kind of accept how these streets are weirdly sloped. This isn't the only city we're going to do. This is the I learn how to play the game city. So we will at some point make something that is substantially better. Wonder if there's an option to always play it. No. Hope not. YouTube got rid of copy paste. I feel like they shouldn't be able to do that. Maybe that's a browser thing. I don't know. Well, just for Kurt, we can head back into the high contrast retina searing mode for you. There you go. Hope you enjoy that. But yeah, we have to really expand stuff. It seems like the city wants to grow a lot faster than we want it to grow. So this was all office area down here. There's no office suitability to be found, even though it's enabled. So I don't know what that's about, but we can zone... Oh, look at this. This looks like garbage. Yeah, this is definitively not going to be a finely polished city, and that is okay. But we will do what we can with what we have. We'll get it figured out. This is our post-sorting facility for our town of 4,000 people, because we know we absolutely have to have one of those. Sorting speed, 0 out of 50,000 per month. What am I paying you people for? Can I pause this? Yes. Okay, that is an annoying thing I wish would disappear. Yeah, so we don't need this, and we're going to save some money by turning that off. I probably shouldn't have built it in the first place. My God, Kurt. That's foul. That is foul, man. All right. Did we already do livestock farming? I want to keep those generally together. This is grain. Okay, these guys were livestock. Is this grain also? Yes. Grain, grain, grain. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, now we got we got vegetable farming and textile. Look at us go, man. They've got a... Oh, okay, there we go. I wanted that to be put up correctly. Nope. Attached to the correct one, thank you. Alright, good. Nope, no. There we go. What? Why? You have this whole field. Why would you plant it at an angle? Why would you put your... No, stop that. I have a suggestion. May I make it? It's kind of thematic. Is it showers? I have a feeling it's it's not showers. Well, then, consider me cautiously curious as to what you could possibly be referring to. All right, so now I gotta play. Now I gotta play nice with this thing. Here we go. Drag this way. So this is textile farming, which probably should be a lot bigger than the space that it's currently been allocated. Step 1, build a cemetery. Step 2, build a low-density housing across the street. I mean, that's just like small town anywhere in the U.S. That's how that normally works. All right, so we will we'll drag this all the way down to the corner here. There we go. It's a little closer. Make the street industry only, no speed limit. That's diabolical. Truly. Is this going to let me come down here? I hope it does. Really, you're not gonna let me do this? Okay. Now it will cave to my demands. There we go. So all these things leveling up. More efficiency. All right. This really bugs me. Why would you do this? Why would you ever do this? That sounds terrible. More showers and crematoriums. Well, we do have a crematorium. I don't think I can build showers. How do they put houses here? They sure did. All right. Have we had any improvements to our college over here? 198 students. Okay. So they are slowly coming over this way. I think we need to level the land around our university college. Well, the university in this game is a completely separate thing, so we need to make sure we're staying on top of that. But I will make a little college town type area over here. The terrain management in this game does leave a lot to be desired. Do swimming pools count as showers? I mean, strictly speaking, showers work, no. But look at all these people. I thought some of them had swimming pools in the back. Well, I guess I was wrong. They just have little backyards with swing sets, and that's actually kind of cool. Wait, hold on. Is this just a big swing, or is that a trampoline hanging from something? That seems very unsafe. Seems like a bad choice. But now you're gonna have me look for swimming pools, and I don't see any. Maybe the highest upgrade. What are you complaining about? High rent? Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. I don't see any swimming pools. Maybe the high level houses have them. Park your weird hybrid child of a Dodge Daytona and a Ford Mustang or something. Busy town. So we got progression points we can use. We haven't used these in a while. What did I want to do here? Is there any industry upgrade stuff, or are we just kind of stuck with that? We already have... Oh, we haven't unlocked these? Recycling center and incinerator plants. We're also, not actually producing any electricity. We just buy it, which I think is kind of funny. Oh, what do we get in Big Town? High density housing. Okay. And oil drilling. Gated community. The spawn of Satan himself. Is that like a unique building I can build? Where? No. Commercial signature. Diners. Diners are cool. The streamlined diners they made out of old railroad cars, or made them to look like old railroad cars. Those are cool. One-stop station. This is a signature commercial building as a gas station? Wow, okay. Industrial signature buildings, vehicle factories, ground earth, a dairy house, paper factory, chemical plant, fuel plant, switch on, oil refinery, pharma. Yeah, there you go. Office buildings. Well, these look a lot better than the City Skylines 1 things did. But tell me more about gated community. Is that like a district thing? I think that must be what it is. You have swings like that in the EU. Well, like a UFO, like a saucer swing or something. That actually, it looks kind of cool, but I was also worried about that being extremely unsafe. Where was that? No, I can't remember where it was. Maybe it disappeared. Was that in the single-family stuff? No. I find it funny how the single-family homes have, like, no yard, but the row houses all have a yard. The single-family homes just have, like, these giant, huge driveways and stuff in the front. Should I get this game if I have an RTX 3070, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and an i7 7600K? Well, that's a better graphics card than I have. So you probably would be fine. I don't know enough about Intel to know if that's a better processor than I have, but I imagine it probably has a higher clock speed, so it might work better. But yeah, I'm running a Ryzen 9 3900X and a RTX 2070 Super with 64 gigs of RAM. So if you think this is a satisfactory appearance and performance level for a city of 4,500 people, then sure, go for it. Kurt, what in the world are you talking about? You got to be careful with that stuff. No, anytime, Kingblade. So let's take a look at our college. Yes, we are slowly adding more stuff. We have extension wings, and then we have the library, which is a separate building. So we want to bake that into what we have going on. I think I'm going to want to have this be attached directly to the back of this. Have that nice and centered. We'll go ahead and build it because why not? And then might as well just go ahead and fully expand this. That actually looks pretty nice. Maybe a bit Euro styled. All the like the 2-year colleges in the U.S. just look like I don't know, office buildings. At least the ones I've seen. Actual universities, the really old ones, some of them will look like this. November the 5th made it to 70 degrees. What's my temperature here? Oh, it's 72 where I am. That's so weird because the other day the high was like 50. What I meant to say was those things are really durable. Okay, yeah. And when you put them in the park, the whole family can play at the same time. Well, that seems kind of nice. Alright, so the college has been fully upgraded. I'm going to put roads around it. Probably should start here in the corner so I don't mess anything up. At least unwittingly. And then I'm just going to completely encircle this whole thing. Have it be its own deal here. Guess I should, there we go. Oh, and it's got the bus drop-off thing as its own separate lane. That's nice. Stream just crashed. Uh-oh. Well, it's functioning well on my end, so unfortunately I think that's your connection again. 79 in Texas. Yikes. Well, I don't know. Texas weather, that's probably actually good. Now, do we have room to put a couple of parks over here? How big is the small park? Oh, that's pretty small. What about the small plaza? It's actually larger. Well, the whole rest of this campus is really a plaza by itself. Playground, do not know. A campfire site right by the college. There you go. That's huge, actually. So maybe we don't put anything like that over here. We could find something else to do. Guess my internet does not want me to continue watching. That is unfortunate. I wish I could do something. But I am, unfortunately, thousands of miles away. Well, it'll be here if it ever decides to work for you. That is very unfortunate. Should be a campfire site. I mean, we'll have one. Actually, in the middle of this forest probably would not be a bad place for something like that. I've just got to figure out what kind of spot this would occupy. Because, you know, you have the train yard. And this is... A lot of this is, like, really kind of unbuildable land. But it's also not flat. Very, very not flat. And I have a feeling when you place this, it's going to want to terraform the land in strange ways. We can actually... we can test by doing this. Yeah, see, I don't like how it just automatically terraforms land. We're going to get rid of that. Now I've got to fix all this. Soften the terrain. There we go. So at some point in the future we will expand over here, but I did want to make sure the college was good to go. Yeah, 338 should be rising, and it looks like it is. How's the elementary school? We got almost half full. Wow. High school? 23. All right. Kibitz said the dog park saved his town. Really? Well, we'll just have to keep an eye on the dog park. 37% maintenance. What does that mean? Attractiveness, 1. Lack of maintenance. Oh, okay. I know what that's about. Because there has to be a park maintenance building, which I haven't researched yet. Okay. All right. We'll research park maintenance. Use my 1 point for park maintenance, and we can do large parks, sports parks, etc., although we don't really care about those too much. All right, park maintenance depot. Why is this so huge? I'm not going to be able to put this anywhere. Unless I come over here to the banishment corner of the city, where I've got everything else in the industrial wasteland zone. Oh, can I squeeze this in next to the freeway? Because that's totally something that makes sense. Yeah, okay. That works. Oh, hold on. Is this the park maintenance vehicle? Let's follow it. Dispatched to the dog park. There you go. Give him a, what is that, a Honda Ridgeline with a bed cap? A bed cap. Sheesh. That's what you need to do maintenance on a park, as a crossover masquerading as a pickup truck. I am speed. Alright, headed into the dog park for dog park maintenance. I'm assuming that means picking up dog poop. Wrenching on cars. Hey, just finished watching Timberborn most recent video. Heard there would be a live stream. Yes. Not of Timberborn, though. Not currently. You didn't do anything at the dog park, man. What? You said the dog park needed maintenance, so you pull in, and then you back up and leave? What are you doing? Come on. Well, Ron Swanson would be proud, I suppose. Go forth to dog park, yes. Oh my God, Kurt. No, you don't take animals to the same crematoriums. They have a, well, at least in the U.S., I don't know, laws might be different there, but vets have pet crematory services they offer. Must be a city worker. He is, in fact, at the park maintenance depot, where he went to the dog park, pulled into the parking lot, did not get out of the truck, and left. So let's see what happened to the dog park. Well, it says 98% maintenance, so I guess pulling the truck in did something. Doing a visual survey. Yep, that's a dog park. All right, time to leave. Job well done today, folks. 349 students. So the college is getting a lot of enrollment in the high school. For some reason, it's declining. That doesn't make any sense. We only have 21 eligible. Okay. So maybe that's just because the elementary school has to catch up and produce more children for the high school to actually enroll. So I guess educated... I wish it would define what this means, but I'm assuming this has been to elementary school, has been to high school, has been to college, has been to university. In which case, then the high school being empty is maybe a good thing. I don't know. Had to make sure the gates are unlocked. Yeah, you unlocked them by driving the truck through them. There you go. Hope no dogs were in there. Plan for 4 months from... What are you talking about? Do I even want to ask? Alright. Train station. Is this going to give us any stats on anything? View details of the train line. 16 passengers going to this other city. Okay. So I want to have connections to this other town over here, but the train path doesn't let me go there. I guess it could, in theory, come in here and then, like, reverse direction and go that way, but that doesn't seem like the most ideal thing to do. Meanwhile, what in the world's going on up here? Little farm sightings and everything up here. Well, we'll mess with that at some other point. Alright, so we are still waiting on pretty much every type of zone to get built. So this right here, this little island, actually seems like it would be a good place for a relaxing park. Is this like just a regular dirt road? Looks like it might be. Exceeds, oh, okay, because I haven't bought this tile yet. But I think that could be a fun place to have a little park. We just have to have the road come across the river here. The maximum security prison. Did you watch the previous City Skylines stream series, City Skylines 1? Because there was an island we put a prison on, as well as a nature preserve. That was toward the end of that one. I think you should re-level the train here. No, absolutely not. Do not. Do not invite that to this stream. We suffered enough. What I need to do is I need to have this road come across this way. So I kind of don't want to branch off of this, but it does have to cross the train tracks, which means it has to go up. So, do I want to do a 2-lane road, or do I want to actually commit to that being a medium road? Because it does have to come over here. Well, it also doesn't have to necessarily match anything either. We're just messing around. We're not actually making a serious city here. I might try to do a video series on this once I actually understand how the game works. But that's possibly a while into the future here. I wish I could see my contour lines doing this. Okay, why is this so much higher and flat over here? Because it's not going to be the same height as all of this. Yeah, if the ground got leveled, or at least had some sort of a way to get stuff up here. But the problem is this part of the train line is way higher than this, which is why we spent so much time having this actually come up at an acceptable grade. Because this comes down to here and then down again to go here. So that would be quite the project. It'd probably actually be better to just take this whole train line out and lower all of this, but I don't know. This isn't really a great map for actually building things that look nice. But all of this being about the same height is actually interesting. Like, just see how like stark the height contrast is here to here. That is a lot. Which I can actually I can expand this down. Well, this is going to have to come down at some point anyway, so that'll work just fine. This is already lower over here. So then we'll just have to smooth this out a little bit. It'll look fine. Just want to make sure this is all kind of on the same level. Now, I did not intend for this to become a beach. I'll tell you that right now. So that probably needs to be amended. So of course this water is going to be a pain in the butt, as one does. So maybe that's just a thing that has to exist for this to be at this different height here. I don't know. I've already voiced my grievances about the way this game handles terrain. It doesn't seem to be a very fruitful discussion. I just don't want it to be stupid. Water folding, yeah. Yeah, let's try that, see how that works. I could make a pond, couldn't I? I gotta figure out how to get a road across here, though. 'Cause I was thinking about this being like an arterial 4-lane major road would actually have to have a bridge going across here. But the way this handles terrain just really kind of irritates me. If I have this set up like so. See, this is actually pretty close in elevation, surprisingly. So we just kind of streamline this. Could actually have this whole thing in the middle softened here, so it doesn't look quite so bad. Now the problem is going to be I have to get a road across this. Probably should be a bridge. It's not going to be straight, which is going to irritate the you-know-what out of me. Way, in water. Elevation too low. Are you sure about that? Okay, that is actually kind of low. So maybe we do want this to be a little bit higher. And here we go again, devolving into a terraforming stream. I know you're all very excited and very happy about this. What fun, huh? Now, the big question, is this going to be tall enough to get them to stop crying about all of this? I don't want... Oh, I did it again. Come on, man. Give me some ability to stop water from being such a huge pain here. All right, we'll just conveniently ignore that. Is it going to let me build a bridge? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Too short, too low. Boo, don't make me raise this. 10 meters? I guess we could do this. We just have this intersect at a very inconvenient angle here. I actually can't tell if this is straight. Well, I'm going to choose not to care. That looks like garbage. Let's not do that. Why don't we start coming off of this side? Take the elevation down. This is still straight. If we go up to 10 meters here, is that going to be tall enough to clear the train? Oh, 10 meters absolutely would be tall enough to clear the train. 32 meters. Back down. Oh, that looks like absolute garbage. I mismove it. Universal powered levies. Got it. Of course. How could I have been so blind? This looks like actual dog garbage. Modders of the world, I beg you to bring back Move It with a great haste. With extraordinary expedience. Oh, I can actually change the elevation step. Alright, well, I apologize for being obtuse then. 5 meters is not high enough for a train. 7.5 probably is... I could just, put a level grade crossing. I always forget those exist. Because I'm thinking in terms of high-speed rail where you do not want a grade crossing. But I guess that's permissible for now. Needs a loop-to-loop? Yeah, there you go. That sounds like a fantastic idea. In water. You're not going to let me build in the water, but if I put a bridge here, you're not going to let me build a bridge either. Alright. See how it is. Have this come all the way here. I get the feeling it's not going to want me to build a bridge like this. Look how stupid that looks. Okay. Okay, can I not just make like a regular viaduct? I guess not. 2-lane truss arch bridge. I feel like this is not the best at making bridges would be my my assessment. Oh, well now it wants to play nice. Okay, see, that's what I figured it would want to do. Just make a basic thing like that. Try blimps. Yeah, there's no blimps in this game. Sorry to burst your bubble. Also, this isn't straight. That really irritates me, but whatever. That's fine, I suppose. So now we have a 4-lane road coming over here that connects right there. Eventually, we're going to want this to connect down this way. But now that the train track is over here, we could have a separate station in this area for connection to that town. If we take a look at our... Oh my god, what is this? Let's fix this elevation disaster over here. They solved traffic in the last playthrough because I modified the blimps to actually carry enough people to be functional. That is quite literally the only reason they worked. Alright, train. Station. I wish I did have a smaller train station available. That would be quite nice. Alright, so if I have this right about here, I need to check and make sure this isn't going to boom me. Subway interface, station services, big building. That's just additional platforms. Okay, that's fine. So now all I have to do is just connect these guys. Double tracks. Is that 64? And I'll go 63. Should be fine. There we go. That actually looks like a normal train station. Now the big question is, can I get this to connect also? Okay, that doesn't look quite as good. I think I got my my ratios messed up here. I don't think you can see them on stream, but there's these little pop-ups that happen every time I place something. Why are the freight trains coming through? Get out of here. No, you use the bypass. There's no freight coming through here. Every single... This is just like the United States, where the freight railroads just decimate passenger service at every opportunity. God, I believe in the heart of the cards. Silly Yugi boy. Man, I tell you, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX might not have been the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, but that thing, that hit at the whole after-school Toonami block, that was something else, man. What did I make these? I already forgot. Well, we'll just pretend that this was 44 and live our life like that. Well, it's not perfect, but it is connecting things, so that works. But people have never really been that interested in City Skylines on my channel anyway. When I was doing City Skylines 1, those streams really did not get very much traction at all. But the people that showed up for them were substantially invested, which made it fun. Alright, this looks like warmed over dog food, but all the tracks are connected. Did I do that for this one? Or did I... No, I didn't. Okay, well. We'll just let this be its own thing here. Now, we need to smooth out our land around the train station for developmental purposes. Just to have stuff right across the street, but then outside of that, I think we're fine. 2-lane road. We can always expand it later. So we'll just do... It's still in the bridge mode. Get out of here. That works fine for that. We could actually have this kind of come up the slope here if we if we address this properly. So that needs to go from here up to here. See, that doesn't look bad. I feel like if we can manage to master how the game wants us to do things, we might actually be happy with the results. Okay, 2-lane road. %8 grade, 7.4%. Don't send a semi-truck up that slope. Not going to go well. But that is now all connected. Pave around the train depot, put up a parking lot. I mean, they got a parking lot. Got 2 parking lots, actually. If we do upgrades, we get the additional platforms, and then we get the little station services building. And then taxi stop, subway interfaces, we haven't really messed with any of that. But this is all connected. I'm going to have a train line go... Oh, blindingness again. Come from the outside here to whatever that town's name is. Very, very slowly come over here. And we'll have them... not going to let me connect here, huh? Oh, because it's hidden underneath this thing. Waypoint. And then... Oh, we could actually make a line that goes through to the other town, too. It's interesting they let you do that. And then it comes back. Come on. Let me click here. There we go. And then all the way back to the other side. Is it not going to let me do this? There we go. So now we have that route comes in and then goes to the other place and then comes back here and then leaves. So we'll see what that ends up looking like here. Why are they all coming in at the same time? That's not how that's supposed to work. Why are you like this? I don't think I need 4 vehicles for this. Are they going to do automatic unbunching? What's the point in such a line? It's to connect 3 cities together. See you, Luca. Thanks for being here. Sorry you couldn't get high stream quality. Oh, so now this train is just stuck here, huh? Well, it'll get figured out. I think they just all left the terminal at the same time. We'll see what happens. Needs to be $2. Nah, that's too cheap. We'll see what ridership looks like. Eventually, as this area continues to develop, I think it will become a little bit more desirable. But this area up here could become a little bit of a convenient commercial neighborhood. Maybe some mixed use. Actually, mixed use next to the transit is a very, very good space use policy. But this game makes mixed use always huge buildings. And it doesn't necessarily have to be huge buildings. Well, nevertheless, that's what I'm going to put there. That's fine. Mighty Beavers football team going to the championship this year? I don't know. I am not aware we had one. The high school only has 27 students, so that is... I mean, if everybody in the school is on the team, you might have enough guys to play 6-man football. Unless it's a boys-only high school, in which case you would have enough for a full team as long as everybody played every snap on offense or defense. All right, let's... Oh, now the... See, that's the problem of having these through trains is they always want to use the same track. It might have actually been my fault defining the line Oh, yeah, I could have gone over to this other track in the middle. Is it going to let me modify the line? Or are we going to just have to completely redo it? Somehow I think it's going to force me to redo it. Alright, well, that gives us a chance to be a little bit smarter here. Alright, so we're going to come in from the outside. And then we're going to go to a platform that is not the first one we did. Is it going to let me... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I can actually do that because I have these platforms now. The other game wouldn't let you do that. So I'm not used to the trains. Oh, no, I don't want to go to that one anyway. I want to go to this one inbound. I was about to say, they're going to the wrong side of the platform. I know in some places, trains go the different direction, but in the U.S. they go the same way we drive our cars. All right, so that comes there. And then coming out of there, yeah, it's going to be on that side of the track. That's what was causing our bunching. So then we come in here, and then we go to this platform. And then they should be able to go in a perfect loop without messing with each other. There we go. Maybe make a line going from the middle set of tracks so one town gets the nearest rail in the middle. Both transportation... I'm going to have to read that again. One line going to the middle set of tracks so one town gets the nearest rail in the middle. Both... Okay, no, you're talking about the platforms. Why are they bunched up again like this? Oh, I guess because this one hasn't left the station yet. There we go. I think we would have to upgrade the station to take advantage of all that. Extra platforms. There we go. Might as well just go ahead and do this. All of this. So now we have access to 6 tracks. We can have trains go through. Now the freight trains are waiting on the passenger trains. That's what you get. Now stay out of the station. So far, my thoughts. Best part, expandable buildings. Agreed. Worst part, high contrast and pop-up notifications for experience. Yeah, I don't like those either. Need to play Transport Fever 2. That's on my list. But it's, unfortunately... Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, because it's still fun, but people seem to really only want to watch Timberborn, so I'm incentivized to just make videos on Timberborn. The other problem with the way that transit works in this game is there's not really any indicator for demand. You just kind of have to guess. Especially because now City Skylines 1 would have traffic heat maps, and you could click on individual cars or buses or people walking to see where they're going to go, and I don't think this game lets you do that. Space Engineers. I actually own Space Engineers. I bought it about a decade ago, played it for about 2 hours, got bored, and never picked it up again. But, not saying I wouldn't ever do it again, but it did not seem to have a whole lot of playable value to me. That was a decade, more than a decade ago. I'm also not good at engineering. Citizen happiness increased. Thanks, I don't care. Alright, how's our Bone Ash Elementary School looking? 553. How's our high school? 24. We're losing students. How's the college? 295, 296. Okay. I think the game wants us to build a university, but we don't have a population to support one. We got a little bit of mixed use over here. There's no services because, well, there's nothing really going on over here. But we can fix that at some point. So whoever said parking lots, you're probably unfortunately right that we need to put some of those in. Have I not unlocked parking lots? Boo. Fine, we'll unlock parking areas. Because now we've got different parking lots, different sizes, and then we have a really ugly parking garage. I've never in my life seen a parking garage look like that. But we can provide some parking for our... why is it not letting me put this here? Yeah. Big, ugly, definitely not an American parking lot. Because an American parking lot, if you built it like this, people would crash because they're too stupid to drive correctly. And the electric vehicle spaces in the middle. We're joking about parking lots. Yeah, I know. Jimmy Buffett. But we actually, in density areas like this... what is crime scene? Okay, I guess we need cops here. Police station. I forgot how big these were. So we need ourselves a side road somewhere, maybe right about here, where I can shove city services. That'll work there. I don't think this one requires extra space. No. That's just an upgrade that you can put there. Fire station, however, would actually fit pretty nicely somewhere else. But I'm going to leave it probably right here. And that one also does not take up extra space, which is nice. Then healthcare, death care. The medical clinic absolutely takes up a ton of space, and it's kind of irritating. But this probably fits pretty well right here. And then I know this has an ambulance garage and then a second clinic that can go on the back, so that's fine. Parking tower? Yeah, you can unlock a parking tower. So now we can kind of expand this area a little bit. I do think I want to terrace the land here just a touch. So let's find a spot that actually makes sense, where it's going to let me do this. If this actually lets me get away with this, I think it's going to be fun. All right, give me my 90 degrees. Don't tell me it's not gonna... okay. Oh, because this wasn't even the straight thing anyway. Okay. I said okay a whole lot, haven't I? All right, let's make this... I think this is probably about as far as we're gonna get to... oh. Never mind. I guess I'll just have this go down this way, and we'll hopefully get this to play nice with the terrain leveling. Wow. Great game. Great looking game. Garbage, that's what that is. Jeez. I'm gonna have to pick and choose a height here, aren't I? Alright, so if I do that, I gotta get rid of this. So this probably actually needs to be the height that's right here. I miss my key walls. That would have been nice to have. And now that this is a thing, see, if it's not perfectly 90 degrees, it does this weird little artifacting mess that is really unpleasant. Well, that's what happens. All right, so this needs to... oh no, this isn't even the right radius for any of this. Jeez, what a mess. Terrain manipulation in this game sucks. That's probably closer to what we want. Okay. Let's do that. Is it ugly? Yes. Is it better? Also yes. So now this, I think... no, this is still not enough space. I guess I was incorrect again. But we'll fix it. I just need this to be straight down like so. Is that 90 degrees still? Yes. Well, we're trying. That's for sure. The entrance to the parking lot cannot let me center on a tile. That is unfortunate. I made a tunnel. Where? Oh, I didn't. Or are you that far behind? Well. Let's do all of these as row houses back here. We know that works. A little bit of commercial up top on the sides here. See how that ends up working out. Mixed use directly in front of the station. We've got maybe some offices. And then on the corner here, some more row housing. Bottom of the small road going up looks like an uncovered tunnel. Oh, right here? I guess it does. Alright, if the land slope is in like the backyard of someplace, it doesn't look quite as bad as if it's in the middle of a building. So we have that going for us. Alright, train stats. 3 passengers waiting. Train line 2 has 81 passengers. Okay. 83 passengers. It should actually be doing some decent numbers. And we can have another train that goes between this station and this station, although in real life that is a very... Actually, I wonder how it would route that. Let's find out. I have that come in through this other path here. Maybe yeah, we'll do this other other platform. I have it come from that one. And I have it come over here. I guess it's going to have it turn around. I don't see a turnaround point, though. Maybe if I zoomed in more. That's the problem, is it's not very easy to ascertain what exactly is going to be going on here. Yeah, they'll turn around in the train yard. That's not ideal, though. We probably should have a flyover. Oh, this is flooding. Yeah, in real life, you would have this be a much closer to realistic grade. All right, I guess I've got to play... Gotta play landscape architect here a little bit. I need this water to go away. This is so irritating. So many small gripes with this game. Otherwise, so much of this is really good. And some of it is just bafflingly bad. Do we have more than 24 students at our high school? We have 25, which counts, I guess. The only true constant between all games I play is that it's flooding. You can't flood in Ostrov, thankfully. Spontaneous irrigation. Yep, there you go. So I will say, as far as terraced land, whatever goes, this is definitely not the worst. I thought it would be... something a little bit more awful than what this is, but this is tolerable. Satisfactory streams, more concurrent viewers than this? Yes. They do. Which is funny because the polls get a ton of votes for this and then nobody shows up. So I don't know what that's about, but let me actually look up the poll and I'll show you. Like, if you want me to live stream and you vote for it, but you don't show up, like, what are you doing, man? Come on. Because that's what I base what I do these on. What people say they want to see. Yeah, 215 votes in the poll. 70% says City Skylines 2. Now, I'm not good at math, but I think 70% of 215 votes is about 140, maybe 150 people. And they're not here. Well, whatever. Satisfactory streams usually get, I don't know, somewhere in like the 20s or 30s. Timberborn streams sometimes will get 50, 60, 70 concurrent viewers. But they do numbers in the VODs. Those always seem to do pretty well. Alright, I need to... remember what my radius was on doing these. Was it... I guess 150 probably makes the most sense. So if I had this set like this, because that seems to be about the radius of development. Can I type a number in here? I can't really. You're not gonna let me type this? Boo! I can either do 150 or 200. Have I finished Ostriv? Technically, no, but people just didn't really care about those. There were a couple people that really liked them, but for the most part, nobody watched them. So I was reluctant to take away a slot from a series like the Timberborn videos to put one of those up, because then people just ask, where's Timberborn? How difficult would it be to get a real-life beaver and put up a beaver cam in the streams? I don't know that that's an animal that you can legally have as a pet in the United States. I actually don't know. I don't think I want to find out the hard way. Maybe just me personally, but I don't think I want to get myself into any sort of trouble like that. Okay, 90 degrees. Now, if I go one more over, is that going to be 90 degrees? I wish it would tell me. Okay. Now it'll tell me if it's 90 degrees. So what I can do is I can actually kind of conveniently realign all of this stuff. I think might be the right thing to do here. Oh no, it's not connected. Wait. Let's see. So I want this to be 90 degrees here. So I guess I have to actually have this go further. There we go. Now, if that's not perfectly straight, I go one more over. Not the worst thing I've ever done. Goodbye. Now, if I have this come up 90 degrees. This isn't a perfect 90, but it's pretty close. That works out okay. That means this can be very conveniently straightened out like so. Make that, say 250 meters. And then we can just curve that in place. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. Then on the end here, we can just upgrade. And there you go. There's a slight kink here, isn't there? Oh well. We will live with that. That's fine. Yeah, Ostrov is just about finished. There is still a little bit more I wanted to do to actually finish the map, because we don't know when we're going to get another update. But when we do, I'm going to do videos on it. Devilish, I'm not reading that. Alright, row houses. Everybody and their mom gets row houses. And then down here... maybe we do a little bit of... Hello? Is this a library? Yes, bookstore. Okay, that's kind of cool. Right, this stuff on our magnificently awful terraced landscaping was going to be... Oh, look how weird this road looks. This was going to be commercial over here, which we have to leave a little bit of space for. Clear some terrace. There we go. Is it perfect? No. Is it ugly? Yes. But that's fine. Well, hello, Alex. That's an opener, I guess. None of those things. Also, I'm not reading that. Alright, what are we complaining about here? No car access? Well, you're the idiot that built it facing a road that doesn't exist. Try again. Alright. I just have to assume this person's an idiot. Let's dezone this one strip. So they have to build it that way. Okay. Mixed-use residential looks like this. I was thinking it would be closer to a 5/1 kind of thing like you see in the US, but it seems the people that made this have actually lived in good cities. And these are just enormous apartment blocks on top of ground-level retail, which is just what normal cities look like. What the world is this? Cheap and random. Nonsense vintage. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Very, strange. What? Oh, those are umlauts. Okay. Little cheapo gas station. What's the price of gas? Not going to tell me what the price of gas is, huh? But, funnily enough, these little machines here are, leaning in different directions on this side of the cliff here. I love how you can define an operating district for the firehouse. I mean, it makes sense, because that is kind of how real-life stuff works, but I never thought about that in the concept of the game here. Is that like stuff and things? I don't know, is it? I'm not familiar with that. Why? No! Stop that immediately. There should... No. No. And... triple no. You should not be having a row house face that way. So I guess what I need to do is I need to just have all of this built at once. It's not early access. This is a fully released game. If it was early access, I'd be more forgiving about it. But no, they decided that they had actually created a product that was worthy of a... of selling as, like, a regular game. And as such, they receive no mercy. After hyping it up for years. It's still fun, just frustrating. Alright, now, don't you dare connect it to this road right here. If the devs get the game sorted, it'll be absolutely awesome. Yes, 100%. But they got a lot of work to do. It's just boutique shops under apartment blocks, no larger shops, and only a single floor. Yeah, that seems to be what most of these are. These are mixed use as well. And it's pretty limited, but just the fact that it exists is pretty nice. Because I was always wanting to do that in regular City Skylines 1. It's late access. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think the multi-level shops and like actual big retail and grocery stores underneath apartments is not something that exists most places that are not named Japan, as far as I can tell. Where I live, we don't even have mixed use is illegal where I live in a building like this. It is specifically said that it is not legal to construct because I live with a bunch of NIMBYs. But yes, it would be very nice to have bottom level retail and apartments and stuff upstairs. In the city it's legal, but I live in the middle of nowhere. What moon do you live on? I live in the rural southeastern U.S. where cities are automatically bad because of reasons. That is not my personal opinion. That just seems to be the sentiment that a lot of people have here. Anyway, we've more than doubled the population of the town today, which is fun. We've got a lot of latent demand for office, other industrial uses, and stuff like that. And that's one of those things we're going to attempt to do a little bit more of today. So let's actually do some of that. Yeah, big old industrial wasteland, massive fill area next to the highway here. See if we can make this look a little bit nicer. These are all regular 2-lane roads. Yep. Also probably a good time to remind people this is not intended to be a really realistic or good-looking city. This is just something that I wanted to mess around with the game a little bit and see what I can get figured out before I decide whether or not I'm going to do videos on this. Although the response seems to be that people don't really care about this game, which is unfortunate. So I had that marked on my calendar for a very, very long time. Ah, groundwater, so we can't put any industry here. Alright, well, I'm still going to put it here, because that works fine. Hello, hello. Large supermarket under an apartment block or 2-level shops, few levels of offices, not too uncommon. Okay, well, I've never been to Europe, so I guess I coulda, shoulda, woulda held my tongue on that. I've only been outside the U.S. once. Went to Mexico on a cruise, and the locals flipped us off as we drove by, so that was nice. But can't really blame them. A lot of those kind of things are really not kind to locals, like the tourists coming in and everything. I watch all your stuff. That was never in doubt. You are one of the people that I know for a fact watches everything. All right, how far away am I from Big Town? I need another 4,500 experience, and then I can get high density housing and oil drilling. So this little terrorist disaster over here doesn't look awful. Doesn't look amazing, but it's something. Watch 90% of your stuff. Hey, you can watch as much or as little as you want. That's A-okay by me. Thanks for the 5, Devilish. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we're going to level off a little bit more space here. I'm going to put another set of schools and everything. I'm not going to do another college, because I don't think we need another one of those. You know, I don't even watch any of my stuff. I just record it and put it up. Okay, Tokyo density is not like anything else seen in the entire planet, as far as what I can tell. All right, elementary school. I wish we had a smaller elementary school than this, because in the United States, you're almost never going to see an elementary school like this, unless you're in a very dense area where they would have to put 2 stories. The vast majority of elementary schools in this country are single story and are not going to have a student capacity that high. I think the one I went to, the first one I went to, had like a capacity of 400. And then I moved to a new one that had a capacity of about 700, and that was massive. That was like, why would you have an elementary school this big? But the high school capacity of 800 is actually lower than most of our high schools. I just think it's weird that the elementary school has a higher capacity than the high school does. Because normally you have, well, where I'm at least in most places that I've been to, you have clusters where you have one high school will have 1 or 2 middle schools or junior highs, whatever you want to call it, that feed into that. And each of those will have 2 or 3 elementary schools that feed into that. WM, hey. Yeah, my high school when I went there was just shy of 2,000 students. Now I think it's about 1,300. And then a university is going to, well, I guess if you have a small private university, you could have a couple thousand students, but most university, like 4-year universities in the U.S. are going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 50,000 students. Whereas a college is probably still going to have more than 1,000. Technical university, we don't really differentiate between much of that stuff. All right, I need to put in this road here. Is this going to be... Yes, 90 degrees. Need to remember to leave space around the elementary schools to expand. It is funny that this has 2 separate expansion things you can do. Is that centered? Oh, cool. Nice. So that is the children's clinic. How many kids are getting injured at an elementary school where they have to have a dedicated clinic? But, yeah, whatever. That's fine. And then high school can go somewhere else. Another thing is that a lot of newer built areas will have all the schools for a district in one spot. Like the Board of Education will buy, I don't know, 100 acres of land, and they'll build a high school, middle school, and an elementary school all in the same exact spot, and they'll share athletic fields and parking lots and stuff. So that way, when when you finish 5th grade and you graduate to middle school, then all you got to do is you just go to a different building in the same spot, and then when you go to high school, same deal. So you could spend, if you're in that one cluster the whole time that you're in school, you could spend 13 years, 9 or 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. going to the exact same plot of land every single day. Almost like a real job, I guess. But I always like to go into different spots. You see that in the suburbs? Yep, well, that's where I live. Yep. The elementary school I went to was not connected to the high school, but it was, you could get to it from the same cut-through street. Well, I can't really call it a street. It was more of a road. There's no houses directly connected to it. But when I was in elementary school, they were building my high school. So I watched them moving the dirt around and putting the beams in the ground. But then when I went to middle school, I went a mile up the street to where that one was. And then high school just came back and, oh, hey, the building's done. Cool. But in terms of like an actual city, a lot of them are completely separated just wherever they had land that would fit one. Yeah, it's interesting to see how different countries do different things. Because I know, speaking of, I'm pretty sure Alex is still in chat. I did not find out until recently in Japan, high school, as far as I understand, high school is not compulsory. Like you can I guess it's more or less expected that you go, but you're not legally required to. You can just decide you're done with education after your middle school, which I guess in Japan goes till what we would call ninth grade. And their high school is 3 years, their middle school is 3 years, and the elementary school is whatever before that. But you can have, and I guess that's how they have high school. The kids can just apply to whichever one they want to go to based on what kind of programs or college prep or whatever that they want to do. Whereas in the U.S., if you're not in school until you're 18, you go to jail, or your parents go to jail. Or they say you have to be homeschooled, and then they invent some curriculum that doesn't actually teach you anything. And then say, my child is educated. And then it's like, all right, well, did you learn anything? No. Whatever. But they forced you to go to school until you're 18, and then if you become emancipated, you can decide you want to drop out. Or some places it could be 16 they let you drop out, but you can't really get much of a job unless you have a GED. General education diploma, which is you go take a couple tests, then they hand you a thing that's not legally is not a high school diploma, but is considered more or less equivalent in the eyes of the law. So you can still get some jobs with it. Hey, Guns and Bourbon, good to see you. Yeah, but Asian parents. Well, I'm a white guy, so I can't make any comment on that, but that's seems like they've got a much better emphasis on actually holistically educating and caring for children over in a lot of Asian cultures. All right, so I put my elementary school here. How many students? 3! There you go. I need to find a place to put a high school. Probably, realistically, doesn't need to be in the exact same spot. Or we might even just be able to not have but just one high school. Just have it kind of right here in the middle. There's still only 25 students. But we need to keep expanding all this. What are they complaining about? Content, not content. Got YouTube on the brain. Not enough customers. Well, if that's the case, we just need to have some additional places where people can live. Density is the answer. So let's come off of our main road here. Just make some side streets. Why is this? Okay, there's elevation difference. That's what that was. Need more everything if I'm interpreting the demands correctly. Yes, that would in fact be correct. So row houses it is. I really like the row houses in this game. I think that is fantastic, and I wish they would have done that in the previous one. But we'll let them build that, and then I hope when I actually no, you know what? Let's leave some space right here. Yeah, let's take all those out, and then I will make this face this way. Or some of these at least. Or maybe put in some actual medium density housing could be nice. Since we're already here. I will make one of these mixed use just so we have a little bit of commercial. Where's the everything tab? I don't know. Once again, I love the giant tower cranes to build a 3-story row house. How many students we have here? 4. We're growing. Medical clinic. Probably should not have built those at the very corner of all this up here, but it's probably still fine. Frog statue, as soon as there was one in the game. There is not one in the game. You hate the scale of them. Hate the scale of what? Of the row houses? No, this is like actually what that would look like. That's not bad. So what, if this van is 20 feet long, then that would be 25 or 30 feet. Yeah, that sounds about right. Lay out the city in the shape of a frog. Please do not invite that evil into my life. Sounds like a terrible, terrible burden to bear. They're all complaining about customers. I know that's supposed to be like a glitch, but that is just dumb that that's how that happens. I haven't even upgraded the high school at all. I can put in a library and a extension wing. Okay, so the high school with the upgrade is 1,200 students. That's a little bit more believable, but most of them are larger in my experience. Library, better chances of graduating. Well, they're already most of them graduating. But we'll go ahead and we'll just do all that for the sake of having it done. I did make a penal colony island. That was the prison and the nature reserve. We all have a frog city in our hearts. Is it a library or a library? I don't know. It's more like a regional dialect thing. I do miss the, what was that update that let you do different sports teams and make revenue off of them in City Skylines 1? That was neat. Canadians seething and raging that there is not a 55-yard line in this football stadium. I imagine most of them probably don't care. All right, so I'm going to put another road in behind this. Try to connect all these without demolishing anything. 90 degrees here is not going to be 90 degrees there, but that's fine. Then I got a little bit of space here. We can either put a park or put something else as a dog park going to fit here. Oh, that's too small. I could fit a couple of those if I put an alley in. There we go. So, dog park. Oh, there's so much more room outside of just a dog park. Dog park, small plaza, small playground. Campfire site? No. I don't have large parks because I haven't researched those yet, but little dog park right here. Didn't hurt anybody. 55 ain't part of my real football. Hey, Canadian football is kind of fun to watch. They have different rules for scoring some stuff, which is interesting. Still want them to blow up and terraform the hill of Beverly Hills to look like a frog's head. That might actually be a better place for that, now that I think about it. Because it's already kind of looking like that. I don't know, we'll see. Theoretically, I have until the end of the day Monday to figure that out, because that video is supposed to go up Tuesday. I don't think I've ever watched rugby, no. But it seems like more and more commonly we're getting a lot of punters in American football who come from playing rugby. So they'll have, they call it a rugby style punt where it's like low, but it tumbles and it bounces way far down the field. Harder to catch. Makes it more interesting in special teams play. All right, let's see what else we want to get done here. They still want more and more medium density residential and offices and stuff. I guess I could and probably should be putting some of those other uses in here, but I don't know. Not entirely convinced. I see the problem is I don't know how to like lay out a good looking city, so my stuff is never going to look like anything City Planner Plays makes or Kibitz or anybody like that. It's fun to just play with things. I need more office space. We definitely, oh, I hate this camera zoom out thing. Definitely need to get a bunch more land here and have this go across the highway here. So that means we need to replace this with an interchange, because I hate these early game things. So we're going to possibly make a huge mistake and get rid of... Oh, I forgot that you can do this. You can click drag all of the, well, most of all this stuff. Oh, probably didn't need to do that one. Well, too late now. We have set into motion events that cannot be stopped. I think we're going to have to get rid of these power lines also. I think that's part of the problem of playing at a non-native resolution for the game is that stuff just looks a little wonky on my monitor. I don't know if it's going to look weird for you guys, but... Alright, let's go into our intersections. Road services. I haven't built any of this. Or no, I did build a road service depot. That's right. Four-way, cloverleaf. That's between two highways. Roundabout interchange. Spooey. Ooh, yeah. I think I want to do a spooey. That'd be fun. A teardrop roundabout. This is the peanut roundabout I was talking about. So if we did that, might be kind of cool. Playing at 4K? No, I am playing at 1440p. Well, my monitor is 1440p, but I have it downscaled to 1080. All right, I have the peanut and the flexing arm thing, so I guess that means I'm being expected to put the peanut roundabout in. So, if I were to do that, I need to make sure this is more or less in the correct spot to line up with the rest of these. I think this is probably okay. Oh, there's some weird lighting with this. But, yeah, there's your weird little peanut roundabout. Oh, good, this actually lined up pretty well. Let's connect these. I think I'm going to have to actually, yeah, I'm going to have to do this. Oh, that actually looks about as good as you could expect, honestly. Okay, regular two-lane highways. I guess we just have to manually reconnect these. Highway, highway, highway. Two-lane, one-way. There we go. Two-lane, one-way here. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, that's not going to work. I was going to try, because I know this is slightly curved. I'm going to try and get this to look a little bit nicer here. All right, so that should be acceptably curved like that. Buy a new screen. I'm not spending money on a 4K screen. I can't run anything at 4K. I'd have to have a new computer to do that. All right, power lines, power lines. I'm going to drag that down the other side of the peanut roundabout here. Drag this across this way. And then into the back side like so. This is an interesting corner pylon here. I've never seen a power line actually do that. All right, so now we have a peanut roundabout connecting directly to the town. So this should theoretically be operating correctly if we see cars coming through. Yep, there we go. I imagine this will become hopelessly clogged with traffic within the next 45 minutes or so. But that's fine. This is a garbage truck. It's got a pretty aggressive lip on the top over the cab there. Well, that should work out fine for right now. And gives us a little bit more space over here as well. Yes, the disaster that is the way land slopes in this game. Always forget. Yeah, a lot of the individual assets look pretty nice in this game. I've been pleasantly surprised. Now, where did I put the post office? I actually don't... that's the landfill. I guess I could just, you know, go here. Post office is... oh, right here in the corner. Stored mail. Up to 100,000, huh? Well, it seems to be functioning. Yeah, my laptop is 4K, which is hilarious because it's a 15-inch screen. I'm like, what? Why? There's no reason for this. Whenever I take a screenshot, it's like, wow, this is enormous. Like, well, yeah, it's a 4K screen. But I honestly have been perfectly fine with 1440. And I export the videos into 1080 anyway, so it's not like it really matters. And that's what this is currently streaming at. We still need even more stuff. What a racket, huh? I mean, that's how the game is designed to work, is it wants you to just continuously build stuff. But it's just like, wow. I wish we could just get to a point where it's like good enough, right? Anyway, train station. It seems like these are more and more geared toward intercity travel, not inner city travel. Which I assume they want you to use trams and subways for. But we have to... yeah, we have to actually place these and have a tram depot and everything. Subway City's not nearly big enough for. $13 students. Explain the 5 demand lines. Currently, I can't expand it, but the top one is low-density residential. Next one is medium-density residential. And this one's supposed to be high-density, but I can't build high-density. But the game apparently treats mixed-use and low-rent housing as high-density, is what I was told. And then commercial demand, industrial demand, and office demand. But I do wish I could just make a single track rail station. For like commuter rail or whatever. So having the train station automatically have 6 tracks is just beyond insane. There might be only a few places in the entire United States where you're going to see more than 2 tracks at a station. Those would be major, major cities. Yeah, they separated industrial and office into different things. Now, where am I going to put more residential? Because that was the whole deal. I couldn't put any other residential. Industrial, because this is groundwater. I don't want to pollute that. And also, residential can't be downwind of industrial or people are going to get really mad. So I know I can't put any residential here, but I also can't put any industrial up here, which is almost equally annoying. 201 students at the college. They're going to tell me I need to build a university, but there's no need to in a town of 7,000. I got 769, 770 eligible for university. Seems like a lot. Only 22 eligible for high school is never not going to be funny. I feel like I should have better transit options outside of just bus stops, which whatever. And like here to here, based on the distances the game gives, is too great of a distance for a bus. Or you wouldn't want to have a bus, but it's too close for a train. At least a train with 6 tracks in a station like that. So that probably would be good for a tram. But if you put a tram in a 4-lane road, you're going to cause a bunch of traffic. Well, this actually looks kind of nice like this. Go normal speed. They've done a nice job with the game in that way. Should be able to make residential areas for the poor people downwind from the industry. I mean, you can build it there, but they're going to complain constantly. Underground blimps. Well, there's no overground blimps, are there? Offices. So this is actually the same asset, but they've recolored it. I'm glad there's a little bit of randomization. And even like the orientation of the satellite dishes on the top of the building is slightly different. They've done a good job with the modularity of all of this different stuff. So offices there. Probably should have some offices up here as well. Like right next to the train station. I do have some. So I guess we could put a few more here. Probably would be nice. I did want to keep this open in case we were going to have any more trains come through here. Everdine, hello, good to see you. Yeah, but I had residential here that I probably don't need to have here. Oh, hold on. If I keep the train level, is that going to let me do that? So right now, overlapping items, boohoo, Crimea River. But it theoretically should let me do this and not actually change the level of the track. I would like to make more thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. How else would someone pronounce that? I don't really know what other pronunciation you could even come up with. Suburban train station further on. Yeah, as we go across here, that does make sense. But the city's not really big enough quite yet. But there would be another one maybe like here or over here. Everdeen? I don't know. That's not how I would read that, but yeah. Maybe it has to do with like people who are I don't know, English as a second language might think that the Y-N-E sound would be een. Huh. I wonder if it's going to let me have the train be completely level and then make a viaduct over this. That's one thing I really miss about City Skylines 1 and all of the mods there, where I could just have completely flat stuff and it wouldn't worry about the terrain. But this right here, none of this... Oh, I can't click and drag. Duh. None of this needs to be here. This was a stopgap thing. I do need to have the train go further. So we'll just have them go somewhere else. Get rid of all that, and I will have the train come through here. Especially this one through track for sure. So it says 1.8%, 1.9%. But is this going to give me the option to do not snapping to the ground? I don't think so. Yeah, because there's so much in the way of contour lineability here. Oh yeah, let me create a grid of trains. Good option there. Can you use the outside track for trams? No, that's a separate network. Because if I wanted this to just be completely flat, I would just have to hope this grade gets to be exactly flat like that. And it's like, even so, like right there, it's not. It says that's a negative 0.1%, but that's because it's counting the dip and coming back up. It's only counting the net change, not the actual cell-to-cell height difference. So I guess what we have to do is just have this go completely straight here. I wonder if it'll let me make a tunnel under the road. That's actually, that would be an interesting thing to do, train tunnels. So if I just have this for 200 meters, like that, and then drop the elevation here to be -10 at the next 203 meters. Then I can go underneath. Curve to what curve? Okay. Oh, but now it wants me to come back up. All right, all right, all right. But now now it lets me do a 20% grade. I don't think so. I feel like this should just be underground at this point. But maybe it just only wants to have a trench for the trains. Because now this is substantially higher over here than it was. The correct way to pronounce it is how I say it, since it's a made-up name that I made. Yes, 100%. Well, I'm not going to grade the tracks. I just want the tracks to not be automatically graded in a stupid way by the game. The thing that I would like for it to do is to actually have a realistic amount of grade here. So if I go to -20... now it goes underground. So it's going to actually let me have a properly done train tunnel. Cool. That actually works nicely, except now the ground only gets higher and higher and higher. Because I can't look at the... yeah, oh, look at this. Look at this mess. Like what is this? Like, why is this here? That doesn't need to be a thing. No. We can fix this. In fact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at this. Now we're cooking. Gotta level the whole map. I probably would, honestly. But this is just so much higher than it needs to be. Like, so much elevation change. But now we have train in a trench going underneath the post office. Then we have this. What is this? What in... oh, jeez. What in the world is this garbage? Oh, no, I forgot this was huge. Okay. Let's fix this. I probably should soften... yeah, there we go. That looks still terrible, but that's fine, I suppose. Yeah, so we can actually have this come out this way a little bit more. So that doesn't look too bad. If they made assets that incorporated themselves into the height gradients better, the elevation would be really fun. You're correct. I am definitely not a city planner, and if I was, the city would be an absolute hellscape. So, I love this right here, where it just gave up on trying to render the land. And oh, why are there people in this? Why are they walking on the train tracks? Oh, it's because I deleted their houses. Okay. But, kids, do not do this. Do not walk on train tracks. You're going to get absolutely just steamrolled by a train. Hello, Lord. Good to see you. I love that it just lets them do this. Why? In what universe is that okay? Yeah. Just, you know, walk across the train tracks, active train tracks. You're not going to get run over. And specifically cross at the point where all of this is. Well, I know the reason they're doing this is because this is the boundary of the station asset, but that is still objectively hilarious. So this is terrain here is incredibly broken is what's happening. Because I've got buildings here that don't need to be here. What is this first before? Okay, that bed bug hostel. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, geez, I forgot they were going to build this quickly. Now what I need to do is I need to fix my landscaping here. I don't think it's going to want to let me do that. Well, I guess this is just doomed to be ugly forever then. That's unfortunate. This is higher. See, I can't really build anything on this because the land height is too different. Give them a bridge over. Well, the train station actually does let you do that. If you upgrade it with the platforms, they've got the pedestrian bridge all the way over there. So we might as well just go ahead and do that. Oh, now it's going to complain that these aren't connected because there's platforms on them. Can I unbuild? Can I unbuild the extra platforms? What? Hello? What? Did you see that? The train, like, freaked out. Everything looks great when you zoom out. You got that right. I guess what I have to do is begrudgingly... I'm still in underground mode, aren't I? Yes. Oh, yeah. Come up from that. I must connect 40... 56... 41, I guess this works. It's not the most beautiful thing ever. But it does function. What did I say I was doing for these? Was that 60? I can't remember. Probably not, honestly. This is probably also, let's say 48. See, I don't even remember what I already did. Well, for all intents and purposes, this is functional at the very least. Although this is a ridiculous crossover that should never be allowed. So now I got a train track down here. This whole thing started because I was trying to connect the train somewhere else. But this land is so much higher over here, it becomes kind of impossible. All right, underground train, -20. So if I want it to come up, I probably can. Oh, but it's going to come out of the ground as a tunnel. We don't want that yet. Oh, no, it's still in curve mode. I don't want curve mode. So now that's on the other side here. And if I can actually find a decent place to have a connection over here, that probably would not be such a bad idea. But that's going to require some terraforming. Everyone's favorite. I didn't ask for this. Oh, now I can do high density. Okay. That's what that's about. Yes. See, look how extreme this height difference is here. There's no reason for this. Absolutely none. So we'll just level this giant hill because we can. Yeah, because if you come all the way out to here, then yeah, okay, it's perfectly flat. And that works. And then eventually, we'll get back around to that making sense. Guess I could make this a little bigger. And then we'll just gently slope this back. Kind of. Boy, I love Terraforming Simulator. All right. Now we have space over here we can actually build on. We need to bring the train out of the ground. Is it weird that I enjoy watching people play this game but really have no desire to actually play it myself? Not really. I don't think that's that weird. Oh, look at all these weird looking bridges I got. one-way highway suspension bridges, 5-lane highway suspension bridges. I haven't unlocked roundabouts yet, really? Oh, that's so bright. Trains, there we go. That's what I was going to do, is bring the train up somewhere over here. All right, so simple curve from -20, let's say 200 meters on a radius. Another 200 meters. Page up still works to change? Yes, it does. 3.3%, not exactly ideal. If I change this to be -15, is that going to look better? Yes, it is. 1.7% is much better. Then this can go up to -10. Get it to 2%. There we go, 248 meters, and then up to ground level at... Oh, you're grading the train again. Yes, I am. 2.1%. That'll be fine. And it's still, the tunnel entrance still does this. Why? How? How is it possible? And I really wish this trench wasn't this long, but whatever. If I put a road here, I could put unique buildings probably completely on top of this. I think would be what would have to happen here. But let's build our road out, medium roads. Oh, this needs to be a, there we go, 4-lane road. Okay, 180 degrees, 90 degrees. And I think this is going to be too close for the train station, so we need to go a little bit more. Let's go another 40 meters. Give me that 90. See if this is going to function correctly here. Everything is so straight and angular. Yes, you are correct. It's unfortunate it won't let me build on top of existing tracks and just merge into them. Oh. It was actually going to let me do this? Or is that just because of the tunnel? Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's extend this a little bit. See if it's going to let me get away with that. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Let's not do that. Oh, I'm going to have to delete the road, too. Terraforming is annoying in this game. Plop trees on top of it? Oh, yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? All right, so what I was attempting to do, I guess I should have just done this from the outside. I was attempting to align this quite nicely with all of this stuff. Nice and straight. If I get this in here close enough. Come on, don't zoom me out. So edge scroll is going to be the death of me. I think... Yes, close enough. That will work out quite nicely. Now all I have to do is have this connected here. And then we just move this road accordingly. To have perfectly straight, sterile, boring roads. Just the way we like it. All right. So now that is all connected, and it should not be complaining about not having water because that's what the roads are supposed to do, is to connect all that. Why are they not enough electricity, really? Well, we're buying all of our electricity, so I don't see how that's a problem. That's not a problem. It seems that the pipes just are not connected correctly. there are no flat maps. They all have some sort of crazy, crazy terrain stuff. And it's not that I need the map to be entirely flat. It's that this game is terrible at handling terrain differences when constructing buildings. That's what the problem becomes. Check the highway crossing. Sometimes bridges and such break those hookups. Okay. Well, that's really stupid. Ha! Okay. I thought those were going to just be underground, whatever. That is, that's really dumb. Can I really not do those underground? Oh, I can! I just wasn't in the right view. Okay. Well, I would much rather have those underground than overground. Those are ugly. Alright, so we want combined pipe. Connect. What do you mean I can't over... Seriously? I can't overlap with the... Alright, whatever. Oh, it's the highway tunnel. So am I really gonna have to... It's gonna force me to do this, isn't it? Okay. Oh, jeez, really? Alright. The snapping in this game leaves a lot to be desired. But now all that's connected. And I have to... Oh no, I've got to get the... I've got to get these paths all connected. Okay, what did I say we were doing before? 40 meters on a side? 44, and then this one was also going to be... Yeah. It's ugly, but it works, so... We'll just leave the end open like this, but we will have... We'll have a train going between these two stations. But we're going to have to use this other platform because these other trains are coming into that one. So we'll do that. And done. Now, I don't know that this is actually going to get use. See you, Guns and Bourbon. Oh, I got an email from YouTube telling me that I'm live. Thank you, YouTube. I would have never known. All right, here comes the train. Nobody's going to be on it because why would they be? 0 passengers. It happens. But it doesn't go at more than a 2% grade, so that's A-okay. Hey, Mitchell, good to see you. Make a suburb over here called Kurtzland. What would Kurtzland be like? Ooh, luxury apartments. I forgot about those. I don't want to put that there. What I wanted to do is see if I could cover up this tunnel with some other buildings. Like probably a school. Not a high school, though. Apparently these kids don't need to go to high school. There we go. Overlapping items. Overlapping items. Oh, it actually won't let me. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to have row houses backed all the way up to a trench with a train track in it. Now, is it going to let me have a road go over this? Good. We will do that at the earliest possible opportunity. To cover... Yeah, we want to cover this disaster up. Oh, I don't want a grade crossing here. Get out of here. Stop that. That's what I was looking for, except maybe not exactly like that. That's kind of worse, actually. So maybe we do this in a slightly different place. If we move this down here, what does it do? Huh. I wish it wouldn't have these randomly different heights on either side of the tracks. Now, if we come over here where it's closer to... Okay, so it seems to just be an issue of being a certain height above the track automatically. Because right here at where the tunnel ends, this should more or less be level. And it is. Okay, well that's still kind of... This water looks super weird at top speed. Like the waves are way too big. Yeah, that's the problem with NIMBYs is like people move in next to a farm and complain that the farm smells. It's like, it's a farm. It's going to smell. Or racetrack, it's especially bad with racetracks, yeah, because they will, they'll move in and say that the racetrack needs to close down, but the racetrack's been there for 50 years and the houses haven't, etc. And then they wonder why people race in the streets and do all sorts of garbage. Well, you're taking away their places to go have fun with their cars. It's not fair. All right, so that's going to be 6.3% grade. Where? That's flat, or mostly flat. Okay, and I don't want the trains to come through there. We bought this house under the flight path directly next to the airport. It's too loud. Move the airport. People actually say that. Like, they expect airports to be closed because they bought a house in the flight path and they're mad that it makes noise. It's like, sorry, not sorry. Airports are loud. That is a thing that exists. You're not going to move the airport because you're inconvenienced. That's not how life works. Anyway, I was going to put an elementary school in, but I guess it doesn't want me to... it's just a little bit too narrow. What about a high school here? Overlapping items. No, but I could put one here if I wanted. I don't think the sports stadium would fit. And we also don't need a second high school yet. But this area over here probably could use an elementary school once everything is built up. Still only 40 students here. Do not think BNSF cares about... Yeah, they definitely don't. Profit motivated. They don't even care about their own employees. Now, every once in a while we get one of the people who comes into streams is an actual railroad employee talking about all that stuff. I think it just boils down to people don't have basic respect for other people. But don't need to focus on all that. We're here to have a good time. I was going to put next to the train station mixed use. So that's the perfect kind of development to put right next to transit is mixed use stuff. So we'll just go ahead and fully upgrade this so we're ready to go. That is a pretty nice looking asset for the train station, I gotta say. The red brick and the big clock and everything. That's cool. So mixed use going in here. We will need to put in some actual medium density residential. We actually have high density too, which we don't currently have a good place for. Although if we wanted to, we could put... I don't have high density business yet. That's a Great Town, which we have... Oh, wow, okay, we have another 17,000 experience to get to. Megalopolis is 671,700 experience. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get there. Now, commercial. Customers, high. I wonder why. I wish the low-density commercial in this game wasn't only just convenience stores and gas stations. I feel like it should be, you know, other stuff as well. All right, medium density housing would fit quite nicely here. And then row houses backing up to the train tracks, absolutely perfect use case for that. And then at the corners, we can put some other medium density. I think that looks like a fantastic plan there. And then maybe a little bit more of in the way of mixed use and stuff on the other side. But this looks good when they actually, you know, combine next to each other. Maybe a little bit too uniform. Hey, Oasis. I love how the corner of this lot is angled up toward the bridge like it actually needs to be. How long you plan on going on? Not too much longer. I would say maybe no more than another 30 minutes. Sorry to those of you who just came in. But I would like to get a decent bit of other stuff done over here. Now, how close are we over here? See, it lets me build the post office here. But I don't think it would let me build the post office on top of the track if the track was already there. I don't know. What is this? Oh, is this a traffic accident? How'd you do this? How did you get the road maintenance? Okay, no, that wasn't the one that got oh no, it did get in an accident. So the road maintenance vehicle got in an accident with the delivery van and the semi-truck and the muscle car. I wonder whose fault that was. So the other road maintenance vehicle comes in to secure the accident site that the first road maintenance vehicle was involved in. Let's actually watch this. I've not seen this. Oh, and then the semi-truck drives right through. Good job. You're not supposed to do that. It let me build the tunnel under the post office. Yes, you are correct. You want this to be named Crash Street, huh? Fairview Street. All right. Crash Street it is. Oh, there's another car over here. The other muscle car. The other muscle car that is shaped like a pickup truck from the 50s. Okay. I am absolutely not streaming for another 6 hours. I don't have that kind of energy. So where's the tow truck? Okay, no, they just jackknifed the trailer back into existence. All right. Makes sense. Triple axle. You don't see those too often in the U.S. Not on a container trailer. Somebody come get this poor truck here. Just going to let him stay here forever. The Dewey family. They live at 110 Robin Street, which is where? Nice row house over here. What do they have in their backyard? Street lights and picnic tables. Okay. And a bench in the corner. Why does something sound like it's burning? Because it is. Okay. Pink and sparkly. More like on fire. Is that a strip club? I don't know. Okay, well, they put the fire out, so seems like everything's fine. This truck is still here. How long will it take the Dewey family to escape from the car accident scene? Put it in triple speed here. I think this thing's just going to sit here. Oh, how am I just now seeing this? Thanks for the 5 Devilish. Appreciate you. Oh, so the truck just dissolves. All right. Well, problem solved, I guess. So we've got not enough customers at the mixed-use residential area. Caller, please, sir, the crematorium is on fire. Operator, yes, sir, that's intentional design. Speaking of, we probably could use a medical clinic over here. I was hoping I would be able to put the thing here, but I guess I can't unless I build the tunnel underneath everything, which I guess we don't need to worry about doing. Haven't unlocked the hospital or anything. We have a bunch of points we haven't used. Disease Control Center and then the Health Research Institute. I don't think we need the hospital yet. Don't need the university yet. We're not going to need emergency shelters because I turned disasters off. Fire stations, larger firehouses. We can get these. It's probably a good use of resources. Police headquarters. That's a weird looking building. Jails and prisons. Oh, we need a city hall. That's right. I was going to do these. I don't want a central bank in my city. We'll worry about prison later, but city hall definitely needs to be. Oh God, needs to be a thing. Police and administration. So we put police headquarters. I don't know why it has to be in this view for this. But police headquarters needs a place to go. Is that going to fit here? No, but it will fit. Maybe not. Oh, is it complaining with the overlapping items being the power pylons? I think that's exactly what it is. So we can just move these. That is not a problem. Yeah, now I can do this. Police headquarters right at the freeway off-ramp. There you go. This is a huge... What is this, like the city and New York Police Department headquarters? This is enormous. And there's upgrades? Oh, they're auxiliary buildings. Are they all auxiliary buildings? Garage extension. Okay, and then that is helipad. Okay. Extra jails. Yes. Extra jails. Does this also act as a police station? I'm assuming it does. Fire. Oh, that's huge. All right. Well, maybe we actually want that over here. Hit your I key. Wow. I had no idea that was a thing. All right. Let's try that with zoning. Kurt, you will be overjoyed to know that we have found a way around the blinding stuff. How did I not know that before? Helipad to make it loop back to the Simcopter reference. Yeah. Do you guys want to see a Simcopter stream? I think that would be fun. That game is just absolute garbage, but it's fun. What is this? Firefighting helicopter depot. Wow. Okay. I have no idea what game that is. So yes, imagine the worst 3D graphics you've ever seen. Because it's 1995 or 96 or whenever that game came out. And you, as Maxis, the makers of SimCity, want to prove to the world that you can do fully 3D graphics. So you make Simcopter, which imports city designs from SimCity 2000 and all that. And it is so low poly, really just... I hesitate to say that it's genuinely terrible because for the time it was incredibly impressive. But it just did not look good. And it was really glitchy, really buggy. It was so horrible, it was great. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And it has the funniest sound effects for just everything. Because you know, old games, they all had to fit on the one CD when they went to compact disc, which I believe was 700 megabytes or something like that. So everything was just really, really condensed, low quality audio files. And they would have, I just remember when you would do medical transport missions, there were only 2 or 3 sounds that the patients would make, and it was the most horrible, just like sound or whatever. I was like, all right, this is kind of disturbing. Yeah, so maybe I'll have to do a stream of Simcopter. Somebody made I did a video on this a long time ago on the channel, maybe a couple years ago, but somebody made a patch to make it work in Windows 10. At whatever resolution you want. It still does not look good, but it does run in a 64-bit environment. Yeah, DVDs 4.7 gigabytes, and Blu-rays are like 25 or something. I digress. I was placing a fire station. This is actually something that almost fits here. If I put this here, then the jail's not going to fit. So I guess I could just have this right here. Public safety complex right next to the interstate. There you go. There's a lot of garages for fire trucks. Garage extension. Additional garages. Okay. What does this do? Training facility. Whoa. Training. Okay. Stay in top shape. What do they put an entire LA Fitness in here? Or what is this? Disaster response. Oh, okay, that's big. And the firefighters also get a helipad. All right. I think English missed a great opportunity to call it a firecopter. It seems like something more like what the Germans would do when combining just random words for the fun of it. We don't really smash words together like that too often. I say we like I'm wait, can I only make one fire station? Oh, I don't have enough money. Wow, I spent so much money building this stuff. How expensive was that? $2.15 million. Oh, I definitely didn't need to make these. Oh, well. Oh, no, we're hemorrhaging money. What are they complaining about? Not enough electricity. How? Oh, because I disconnected the power. Okay, all right. All right, is that going to overlap itself out of existence, or do I have to do it? I don't think it's going to, it's not going to play nice. So let's, oh no, I have to go diagonal across the interstate here. It's really not going to like this, is it? Overlapping items. I don't want to take anything away there. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, this is so ugly. All right, I don't care. Problem solved. Kind of. So I made the enormous police headquarters and fire station that we don't need. Destroying the view of the Peanut Roundabout. No, I'm not. It's just parking lots in the front. I am, in fact, running out of money. That's what taxes are for. So let's expand this area considerably here. I'm almost to the point where I can have a high density business. But we need to have some more stuff going on over here. These people really, really want low density residential. They want it bad. And what am I supposed to do about that? I don't want to put in these houses everywhere. I need to soften the terrain here. Okay, I actually did not want to do that. Why did I do that? Yeah, if I can bring this up a little bit, I might be able to get away with putting some single-family housing over here. Yeah, that's another part of the problem is the way this is set up is not really that friendly toward having, well, anything else happening over here. Now, is this the same height as... It's very close, actually. So I was going to say we could just have this road replaced here. I think that might actually look pretty okay if we were to do that. Yay, terraforming, everybody's favorite. So if I did that, we could have this road actually kind of elevated a little bit. Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. Yikes. Mondays are not always fun. Water pumping station. We need to move this up the river and then reconnect our pipes. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, it's not connected to a road. Oh, no. What kind of ugliness can I do here? Not connected to power. What are you talking about? Got power here. You are absolutely connected to power. Whereas it lagged behind. Okay, no, there it goes. Alright, so all that to say, yes, I was going to attempt to connect this road on the correct height here. So let's do that. Oh no, you're terraforming again. I absolutely am. Thank you for asking. If I do this right, it'll make little key walls. Okay. Give me this right here. 90 degrees. Yeah, see that oh that terrible. Why am I like this? Why is this like this? That's the better question. I think I have to actually have this be pretty close to what this is supposed to be here. Let's try that. It doesn't seem like it wants to play nice here. Alright. I think I can officially say the terraforming of this game actually sucks. Like, abhorrently bad. Well, we'll just overcompensate and then drag it back down the old-fashioned way. That looks worse than it did before. You are absolutely correct. Okay, 90 degrees here, and then up to about maybe here-ish. Did it do it again? Oh, it just took away the street parking. I guess that's fine. I do need to add more emojis. You are absolutely correct. At some point I will. Alright, now that that abomination has been mostly fixed. Okay, no, this needs to be leveled here. Oh, somehow that's worse. This is why I don't like having terraforming be such a huge pain in the butt. I've made worse things in my life. So now the problem is that this is not the correct height either. So this now needs to be connected properly here. Okay, that's probably too much. There we go. 2-lane road. Straight. Oh, I need to move it so bad. I miss it. That was so much better when I had access to all that stuff. Anyway, now I finally have a place to build some single-family residential, which we will do like so. We'll just create some kind of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here. Opportunities for interesting road intersections and everything. Just have this be its own little kind of slightly separate neighborhood. Is that going to let me do 90s and 90s? Yes, it is. Oh, maybe this will get them to shut up about single-family housing for a little bit. Let's paint these. Oh, yeah. Rock Musician Mansion. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in love with this intersection at all. Renaming the prison to Kurt's Soap Dropping Academy. Why would you have an academy for that? Does not sound like a good experience. No, the concurrent viewers has been very low, but I don't really care too much about that. We're still hemorrhaging money. I wonder why. I'm going to pause this so we can save some money. Wow, look at that. Our money immediately skyrockets. But we will need to have fire coverage of some type over here. I guess it's probably still okay. Now we're good. So I was going to try and put in some other business. I just didn't want gas stations everywhere. Yeah, let's just have this connect here. I am going to need to end stream here in a little bit so I can go take care of the rest of my obligations for the day. But I did want to try and get a decent bit of other stuff accomplished. Now, this little front entrance here is not going to let me center, but we have these roads. Oh, that's not going to let me center to those either. Boo. Boo, game. God, don't even go there. Give me... Yes, road here. So this is the kind of area that would really benefit from having a nice tram or streetcar line. A good bit of density built up in an area where you can actually do some nice walkable stuff. So let's medium density housing put here in the corners. 6 by and then 6 by. Yeah, that'll be nice. And then mixed use on this side, and then on the other side can be some nice row houses, like we've done in the past. And I guess on the other side, since this hasn't been built up yet, we can make this mixed use as well. They should, in theory, want to build that, but they might want some more office and stuff over here, which we could put across from the train station. Would not be a bad place for that. So if we just do one of those numbers, we can then on the other side here put some more medium density housing, which 6 by there, and then row houses. And we'll see what they end up building. Did you put commercial anywhere? Pure commercial? No, because I don't want to put any more pure commercial until I have high density. Because the low density is just gas stations and convenience stores, and that's not what you'd want to see here. But it's probably going to make me, which is annoying. So I guess in this general... Yeah, they immediately go for that. So I guess we could get away with having some of that here. But there's enough space in the center here. I think we could get by having having alleys go in between some of this to give us a little bit more space. And these aren't technically streets. I wish I could stop cars from driving through and just have these be pedestrian only, but the pedestrian paths... I can't ever remember how to get there. Is that in landscaping? These don't let you zone off of them. And if you want zones, you have to have pedestrian streets, which are just large. And I don't think that's what we want. The demand bars are an enigma, is what they are. Are these... Did I zone these as row houses? I can't remember. Row houses probably should be off of the, of these things as well. Might work out okay. We'll see what happens. But like you can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Like this is like actual medium density housing, and then the only commercial we have available is just, hey, here's like a roadside restaurant and a gas station. Like, all right, stop it. Give me something a little bit more than that. Yeah, this is slowly building out, it seems. Do I have high density office yet? No. So that seems to be working out okay. We're making progress. Very, very slow progress. But, oh, the landfill needs some help. I haven't unlocked recycling or incineration yet. I guess we could do that. Recycling. Ooh, additional income by selling recycled materials. Seems above board. Oh, $880,000. All right, well, let's not do that. When you zoned a little bit of commercial, the bar depleted completely in real time. I did not notice that. You are correct. Interesting. All right, parking. We need to put parking in. As much as it pains me, parking is unfortunately very large parking. That in America, that would be a small parking lot. Oh, this actually almost... Okay, that one almost fit. Because you're going to want to have available parking. They've already developed that. Have they put anything here? No. Okay, small parking. No, that's not going to be ideal. Going to go bankrupt with the large one. No, parking is a revenue generator. $15,000 a month to upkeep a very large parking lot? How? You repave it once every 10 years. And you hire like a guy to sit in a shack and say, you can't park there. Whatever. But this is my gripe with the low density commercial. It's just all like this. I need literally any other type of thing besides a gas station or a convenience store. Even just multi-story buildings. Who's really a hitman? Yep. I need to finish Better Call Saul. Still have most of Season 6 left. Heard the story about the guy that charged parking at a... for like 10 years on it. Hey, I gotta respect the hustle, even if that is super illegal. That is kind of funny, though. Is there a shop where you can buy quote-unquote entertainment goods? Not specifically delineated in the game, no, but I'm sure something like that would pop up at some point. All right. Well, I think this is going to be where I have to call it for today. I do have to go take care of a couple other things. But appreciate you guys coming out and hanging with me for a little bit. We'll pick back up at some time in the future. Not exactly sure when. I know Satisfactory stream needs to happen and a couple other things as well. But hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you later in the next one. Bye-bye.